Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Good evening, everyone.
So we've really pushed the boat out tonight.
Yeah.
We've decided that we wanted to get a new channel.
Yeah, someone that you might not have seen
last-
before, someone just new to the community, and someone who we can introduce you to.
Only joking.
Yeah, of course. But for the very few people who may not know yourselves, please introduce yourselves.
I'm sure there's plenty, but yeah, who are you?
I'm
Yeah, well, it's in case you didn't know. Yeah, that's
In case you both forgot.
Easily done.
We are full-time resellers and YouTubers, and yeah, that's us really.
Awesome.
And you're doing all right at it.
Yeah, we still enjoy it. It's our lifestyle. It's a choice, and we do it because we love it, and we don't want a real job.
We've said this.
It's a real job. Yeah.
We've spoke to so many people at the car boots and stuff, and it's like, you know, when you enjoy what you do, like we love what we do. Obviously, you can see that you guys do too, and a lot of the community does. Days are obviously definitely feels like a job, but other days it doesn't feel like a job. It feels like a hobby that makes you money, and you are treasure hunting, and you're having a good time. Like it's a good thing.
The big thing is that we don't have somebody looking over our shoulder telling us what to do. That's the big difference. That's why it doesn't feel like a job for me, because that was my stress in paid employment.
Of course,
yeah.
One of you look over the other one.
Sometimes you've got to crack the whip a little bit. No, I'm only joking.
I've become that person. Yeah.
Otherwise, I'll dock her wages. Otherwise, you know.
Oh, will ya? Right, we'll say a few hellos to people in the chat. So we got Lucy.
Certainly.
It was in at 5:30. That is
nice early bird there, Lucy.
So we got Pip Dog in. We've got Richard. We've got News Junkie. I'll say a few hellos. People I can see. We've got Jason, who's getting set up.
Getting up in the other room.
And we are firstly going to go on to Dawn's question of the week.
So this is Em's mum. If you haven't caught this part of the chat before, this is Em's mum. She started asking a couple of questions, and suddenly she's got a segment. Yeah. So each week she does have a question, and Aaron will tell us that when we get intros and stuff, she has to have an intro. Yeah. But for now, we don't have that.
Well, he's made one, but
yes,
yeah. There you go. So good evening, everyone. Hello, Nic and Andrea. My question of the week is: if you weren't reselling and doing YouTube videos, what do you think that you would be doing? I'm guessing that means
not in particular today. I don't mean like what would you be doing on this exact day. Yeah, maybe just work-wise, or where would you be with yourselves? Do you think?
Such a hard one, isn't it? I don't know. I wanted to be a photographer. That didn't happen, even though I trained in it.
You photographing stock, I suppose.
Yeah, so, photographs, and photography is a nice thing you can enjoy as a hobby.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to be a writer as well, so I might have dabbled in a bit of that if I'd have had more time.
It is really difficult because it's been pushing 20 years. We've been full-time self-employed doing this or versions of this.
Yeah.
But we did both train in the arts, basically. I'm a trained animator with a degree in animation, and Andrea's got a degree in photography, and we both just went completely different directions. So yeah, I've no idea.
It's a difficult one
in the arts, I guess.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, sure. But you wouldn't change it though. You're happy where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've always said
neither sounded convincing.
I've always said this question comes up a lot, and I've always said that if something came along that I was equally passionate about, I'm not tied to reselling.
No.
I have to do this. This just suits our lifestyle and is a way that we can do our own thing and be our own boss.
I do enjoy what we do.
You know, if I could make a living making videos about bands I like, for example, full time, heck yes, I'd do that.
Of course.
I'm not fussy.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, I hope that answers the question, Dawn. That's a good one.
Thanks, Dawn.
We do appreciate it.
Right. So if you guys have got any questions, then please pop them in the chat. And the chat has just skipped, so let's go for this one. From
Woo58.
There we go. How many individual packages do you send out each day? What about you guys?
Depends on the day and how busy, what we've been listing, time of year, anything from none to 50.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's such a roller coaster, isn't it? You've no idea what's going to sell on any day. So
Christmas is more than 50.
It can be, yeah, and it depends a lot what we're selling. If I've just had a purge on media and I've been doing little bundles or individuals, they can fly out. If I'm working on electronics, I'm only listing 2 or 3 big bulky items a day. Your sales drop, and it depends totally on what you're listing at any given time. Because I tend to buy and sell anything I can make money on. You may have seen, Andrea, you're quite eclectic now as well, so it really varies.
Yeah.
What we're doing, I'm sure it's the same with what you do.
Yeah, I think for us, when we listed a lot, we had a big collection of video games that we've sort of been building up over the year, and
you just smashed
smashed it out, sold them before Christmas, well, like in the last few weeks, and like you said, because of that big influx of maybe 50 new listings or however much it is, suddenly the sales they don't match, but the sales do come in after that, because suddenly you're selling a lot more video games because there's a lot more for sale. So I think it's the more you list, the more you sell, but also the time of year does probably have an effect on that as well.
And how productive we're being. I mean, let's be honest, we have days where neither of us do much at all, and we have days where, when I did that last listing challenge, I really went for it, and our sales went through the roof because I was listing a lot of stuff and actually being productive.
Well, I think that week we were both listing like every day, and
our sales doubled, and our figures doubled, and it is sometimes that simple.
And
algorithms.
I think you'll find as well that, well, for us anyway, I think a lot of people, like, you find that older stuff suddenly can start selling as well, because I don't know if eBay gets a bit of a shake up or what, but it is good to see. Oh, you've had that for a few months or however long.
Like a shock.
And you're like, well, that just sold. Oh, what happened to that? Yeah, got to check. Is it still there? Is it still on the shelf? I've got to find that one. Right.
But Mrs. Sprout said, lovely comment. Thank you for this early Christmas present. Hi, Nic and Andrea.
Hello, Mr. Sprout.
As Ricky calls in Brussels.
There we go.
Where are we? So welcome to everyone that's come in.
What are we at there? Recently got into reselling from charity shops, but find things tough to package. Any recommendations? Well, Nick's done some awesome videos on packaging. Our videos are a bit all over the shop. Well, not videos or photos of packaging, but I'd definitely go over to their channel for packaging tips.
We've done a few, and it's the video I get asked for the most. Almost every video, somebody will say, "Can you do a video of you packaging this?" And I find them really hard to organize and get done, and I'm always rushing to get the packaging done, and I find them tricky, but there are a few on there.
I think it's overpack rather than underpack, and not necessarily just. I don't mean like have to wrap it in plastic as such, but like if you're not sure if to put more padding in or less, just put more in. Yeah, definitely put more rather than less.
Well, what always sticks in my mind from when Zahir was just starting on YouTube and doing videos about reselling, he made a classic video where he packed the hell out of something. Really packed it well, and then he said you have to be confident enough to kick your parcel across the room, which he did. He launched it across the room, and it really stuck with me. And as a rule of thumb, if you can remember that, I don't think you can go too far wrong, because your parcel will get chucked in the back of a lorry. It will get dropped down the flight of stairs. These things will happen.
You don't know who's going to be handling it.
Yeah, no, exactly. And some people say certain couriers may act differently. We don't know, but we'll see how that one goes. But even when I used to work for a removal company, and they used to say, like, we're packaging in a kitchen, it's all obviously glass and china or whatever, and they used to say, if you can drop that box down the stairs, you've done it right. Obviously, no one tested that, but the idea is there.
Yeah. Well, just today we had a buyer, actually a viewer, who bought a couple of CDs, a band called Depeche Mode. You might know them. And on the tracking, they said, I just checked the tracking because it hadn't arrived, and Hermes had just put parcel damage beyond recognition or whatever they put. And it's like, oh well, that's the end of that then. So God knows what they did with that. So
I saw it in your recent vlog, which we appreciate a shout out for this evening. And we saw that it's been destroyed. And I think this time of year again, maybe because there's an influx of post with lockdown as well, and Christmas and everything, not every parcel they might have the time to treat every parcel.
They don't have the time to maybe treat the parcel, but we also saw that you mentioned the 3.5 kilo thing, which we got a same email with a plush.
A plush. It's a soft toy for 3.5 kilos.
Yeah.
The same weight and everything.
What did you reply? Because I replied, hello. I got your email about the parcel. I know how much that weighed. There is no way on earth that was 3.5 kilos. It's a Hornby train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to ring for multiple
We was on the phone
reasons.
anyway. Yeah.
And basically said we're not paying, so he's then put it through something. And
Yeah, because we were talking about an item that we were talking about being on an item that had been damaged anyway, and I'll phone I'll request a call back on eBay, and I'll sit on hold on Hermes.
Yeah.
And I'll talk to people. I'd rather get through to them and talk to someone. And a lot of the time, things will get resolved. You know.
But their phone number's on their website now, so
Yeah. Hermes, it is easier. I think with emails, you could wait weeks for a response. Like the claims department now, it's like you have to wait 28 days just to get a response, and you think, well, that's not. Oh, thank you very much, Albie Retro. Really appreciate it.
Oh, cheers, Ben and Lucy.
It's very kind of you.
Well, that's interesting. I might try that then, because I've got a couple of issues clearly with Hermes.
Yeah. And it's so difficult to wait for a response.
Yeah, it's definitely easier.
You'll be on hold for an hour or so.
Oh, yeah, you might be on hold for ages, but as long as you've got unlimited minutes, you're fine. Just leave it on hold until it...
I might see if I can get a video out of it. Might make it work.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
But no, thank you so much, Ben and Lucy, for that super chat. That's really good. So we're going to show the giveaway.
Yeah.
And then we'll go on to some questions.
Okay, so we've been doing 3 Christmas giveaways. I don't know why I've done 5, but it's been 3. 3 Christmas giveaways this month.
December.
In December. I know, I will get my words up. And so started off with Chris and Belle, and then Z and Beck, and now your lovely selves. So we are giving away some stock of our Reborn Rewild, which is obviously our other business. A few bits from the market store, and then one of our bags from online. So this week it is the... What's his name of this bag? A sunshine bag. There we go. All the bags got names, but I don't remember them. So made from hemp with organic cotton, and then we got then we're getting a purse, little Christmas hanging decoration, paper mache hand painted, a set of the stainless steel straws, and a larger patchwork with recycled paper notebook. A lovely little stocking filler hamper. I'm going to breathe now.
So basically, as stated in our video, I will add this to the stream. So all you have to do, lovely faces.
Lovely faces. You paused on there.
All you have to do is head over to this video, give it a thumbs up. Where are we?
You just made us full screen. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know what I've done.
That's fine. Keep going. You're good. You're good.
Give it a thumbs up, and then
drop a comment.
This
and then drop a comment, and then come back over and be in the stream.
So we're going to do it at random times.
We are. It's the last one, so we're going to do it at random time. And if you're in, you win. If you're not, you're not. That is it. That is it.
I did see that thumbnail earlier. I'm quite intrigued to go back and watch that video. Actually,
I appreciate it. It was
my kind of haul, I think.
For last
Wednesday.
Yeah. So we went this Wednesday or today to the same car boot, and it was dead. There's no one there. You know, there's maybe 5 cars, and a lot of them are trade and the thing. Last week, absolutely for December, really busy. And we bought like we would buy in the summer. Like honestly, we filled the van, and it was a really good haul. So yeah, it was a because a good day.
So yeah, if you want to enter the giveaway, that's all you have to do. Comment on the video and then come back.
Definitely. Right. We have been doing because we've been doing some couple specials. We started off with the Aussie Thrifters and Chris Bell and then Z, and then now you guys. We've got Mr. and Mrs. questions.
Just 5.
Bit of fun. And it's sort of like who questions. So you basically we got this: close your eyes, and if it's you, raise your hand. If it's the other person, point over to them. All right.
Okay.
So we just see
this on someone's channel. Who was that? Was that with Lonnie ages ago?
Oh, ages ago.
Just a bit of fun. We're not here to cause a domestic or anything.
And then after we'll have some reselling questions.
Yeah, later on we've got the fun stuff. You know, the boring. Yeah, the reselling stuff. But yeah. So we'll start off with the big question.
Shut our eyes and listen.
And then if it's you, raise your hand. If it's like exactly.
Right, and then we can talk about
And then we can talk about your eyes shut. Right. So we'll get the big one out of the way that everyone wants to know. Who's the boss? Oh, Andrea, you're too kind.
I knew it.
Okay.
When it comes to work, other things, not really.
Yeah, of course. We all have our.
You're not. You think you are.
See what you've done. See what you've done.
You're not
right. Okay. So Nick wears the trousers, but Andrea tells him what colour.
Yeah,
that's how we work.
To think I'm in charge. That's what happened.
That's fine. That's good.
Nobody really, in truth, is in charge of each other.
No, that's the thing. A good team, obviously, works together well.
Mark saying the boss of money.
The boss of money, yeah.
Okay, the next one. Who would last longer on a desert island? Oh, dear. Right.
I can eat meat for a start.
Well, so I'd win as well then, because you know.
So I've got an advantage there, and I could probably climb trees maybe a bit better. Got long arms.
Yeah.
Likewise. Well, yeah, I'll be up there. Okay, number 3. Who doesn't want to let go of stock more and would rather keep it? So maybe you've bought it and you're like, actually, I'd rather keep it.
Is that your mugs, Andrea?
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Did you put your hand up?
Yeah. 3 out of 3 so far.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, very often with the antique and vintage stuff, you get it home and then it's like, oh, you know what? This is really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to go nice up there. I mean, like, no.
Especially if it's something you don't see as often, you know. Then it becomes that, oh, but you know, I might not pick it up again, and then you know it's dangerous.
Yeah, or we're out at boot sale, like that massive mirror, and you're like, oh yeah, I think these are good. These will go well, but actually you're buying it for yourself. We've now got that massive mirror on the wall.
No, I know as I was buying that for myself.
Oh.
It's that I can see myself in this.
That's part of the job, though. Buying things that you don't have to buy new. Then
Definitely.
I think we've done the same for, like, obviously we're saving for a house. We're very practically, well, if it wasn't for lockdown, I think we would be there now. But in the new year, we'll be hopefully buying our first house, and so much of the stuff we've bought for the house has been secondhand.
Well, everything.
Huh?
No.
Everything.
Well, everything. Yeah. Like I mean, like no, I might get a new toothbrush, but everything else, like, it's
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we started out and we were renting to start with, but we got secondhand sofas off family. You know, we got stuff from boot sales, obviously, hand-me-downs, the whole works. I don't think we bought anything new until we bought a bed at some point. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have to make do to make ends meet when you're starting out. Sure,
And I think,
years.
but even that, we would rather have good quality secondhand than cheap,
newer.
Well, not even cheaper.
No, but like you could spend the same on maybe like an antique table or something. You know, maybe even you spend a couple £100 on a really nice antique table. If you went into a shop to buy a table of similar quality, it would cost you more than £200, if you know what I mean. So it's that sort of like buying something with a bit of character. And maybe something a little different rather than, I don't know, something. It could be IKEA or B&Q or whatever it is. You know, B&Q
and also the thing about buying secondhand for yourself as well is that when you get to a point where you want to change it, you don't feel so guilty, and then you can resell it then. So it all still holds its value. So you just kind of. It's
just stock. It's just you're just turning stock over.
Bruce says, "I draw the line at secondhand pants." That's good.
We bought our kitchen on eBay.
Oh, really? Oh, fair.
Secondhand, yeah. A really fancy house in St Albans that we're upgrading. We were like, well, yeah, we could never afford that. We'll have it for like
definitely.
Yeah. Maybe it fit our kitchen.
Why is there half a door? Nah, don't worry, that'll be fine.
Don't worry about it. It's meant to be like that.
Right, we'll get into the last two of the Mr. and Mrs. questions. So this one may split.
Oh, we're still doing this. Oh,
yeah, last two. Right. Who has the better taste in music?
Well, you see, I would say
we thought this. We thought this may come. That's understandable. That's okay.
Yeah, but everyone's taste is the best because it's your taste. It's like, it's a weird question. Yeah, music is one thing that we completely share a passion for. We can talk about music, and we regularly do all night. We watch reruns of Top of the Pops seriously for hours, and enjoy it as a couple. It's one of those things that is. If you slice both of us, it's like just music. For sure. But we do have quite different tastes, but we also cross over on a few, which is good.
Similar interests.
I did hesitate then because I knew you were going to put your hand up. So
you knew.
Do I do that for the point or no?
Right. Talking about points, well transitioned. Who's the better quizzer?
Oh, probably Nick. Yeah.
Okay.
We gave that away then.
Right. That was our Mr. and Mrs. questions. That is it. All done. They weren't too awful.
Definitely. We did well.
Carla just said, have I missed anything that wasn't about Depeche Mode? What was that thing?
Live sale.
It might have been something about someone with blonde hair. JS, is it?
JS.
Carla.
Oh, Carla.
Jimmy Savile.
Oh, Jimmy. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. There, of course. The famous quote.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Shall we go on to show and tell?
Yes. Hello to everyone in chat. Sorry if
No,
it does jump,
so...
but we appreciate everyone. I see Sean, Aussie Thrifters, Peter. Thank you.
She says, almost missed this. Forgot it was
Wednesday. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Appreciate everyone coming in on a Wednesday. We're usually on a Thursday, but we appreciate everyone being here. So, show and tell.
I was just going to say thanks to SJ. They said they've just subscribed to us. So there you go.
Oh, there we go.
Fantastic.
There we go.
Glad we could help.
Yeah, always here. Sharing the community.
Right.
So, everyone looks at their phone on the ka-ching. Yeah. So, it's, you hear it and everyone's like, So, right, we'll do our usuals and we'll do is show and tell, which includes a recent pickup, a recent sale, and then a sticky item, something that's just been on the store for a while, and how long have you had it, why is it not sold, etc, etc. So, as always, to start with a guest, we'll go with recent pickup. What is it? When did you pick it up? How much was it?
Well, we've not really been sourcing for a while. So the thing I grabbed was, I think, from the last jumble trail we did. And because we just mentioned music, I thought I'd show you these and see how many of these bands you guys know. I love CD singles. I'm a bit of a collector.
I'll just sit back a minute.
You must have heard of them.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Amazing band. I never caught them live, but yeah, hugely into them in around 1990. So I picked up a really nice little bundle of Rose's stuff. Do you know them?
The Wonder Stuff. No. I don't, I'm afraid. No, I'll be honest.
Check them out. They're amazing. So yeah, again, loads of this is 91, 92, that sort of little collection of Wonder Stuff.
Do you think?
Go on.
I was going to say, do you think you'll find yourself selling these separately or bundles, as in the similar bands together?
I'll probably do bundles of the bands. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in here that's particularly rare. That's Happy Mondays. You must.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Of course. Yeah.
I never saw the Stone Roses. Saw Wonder Stuff in 91. Amazing gig. Saw the Happy Mondays in 1990. But it was I don't remember a thing. It was that good. Jesus Jones.
Jeez, I don't. I feel like we're missing out. Here.
Amazing band, and I think all of these are Jesus Jones. Yeah, another band I saw probably 91. Amazing gig. So a whole lot together. You never find singles of this.
No.
Lee's just said, I know Nick couldn't keep up.
Yeah. We knew it was coming. We knew it was going to be one of the three or all three. So.
The Pixies.
Yes. I know Pixies.
And there we go. So that's
awesome.
Something I picked up. What did you get?
Yeah. Well, most of the stuff I picked up recently, I've listed, and a lot of it's sold, but I haven't listed this yet. And it's vintage. I would say it's a candy jar.
Okay.
But, people also list them as jam jars or sugar bowls.
Right.
It looks quite heavy. It looks like it's got a nice bit of weight to it. Nice quality.
So we'd break that.
Cut glass or crystal.
We'd break.
Yeah, probably. Or pressed glass, it might even be.
I think it's pressed.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel very sharp, but yeah, nice little thing.
Nice.
Yeah, Nick says that as the top just goes off. So were they both from last Jumble Trail, do you think? Nick's was.
That was from a charity shop just before lockdown. And I paid £1 for it.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
Did you look it up? Is it actually worth much? I don't know.
It's about 15.
Oh, right.
That's
Okay.
all right. That's good. That's all right. Yeah.
Not amazing money, but it should.
It's a bill payer.
I couldn't tell you what the CDs are worth.
More than you paid.
Exactly.
So our recent pickup
has already sold.
No.
Oh no.
One of our it's bought today, but that's sold. We're not on sold yet. We'll get to sold. That's there. But the one that hasn't been listed yet, and Em quite likes it. We don't even know if we're gonna have a log burner or a fire or anything like that. But we've kept a fire garden and companion set, so we might as well keep a coal skull. But it's a nice shape, sort of bath sort of shape.
Yeah, cool.
So
actually find the shape
with the clawed feet and also the things.
We had more sort of barrels.
Helmet.
Like helmets or trough, these sort of different ones. But I just quite like the raised
bath shape.
Yeah, it definitely looks bath, sort of like Victorian bath shape. But we paid. Sorry.
You keep it in your bathroom, couldn't you? Like fill it with bath
toiletries and stuff. Yeah. Andrea, you don't need to give her ideas. Honestly,
straight away trying to keep it. This is not the idea.
Well, we picked it up to sell, and we're hoping, but it might end up on the keep pile. But we paid 12, and we went to a guy we after the car beaters guy that we go to for most weeks and pick a few bits off, and we don't sort of bid him. He is very fair. Yeah. And you know, if it's not the right price, we won't buy it. You know, and that's fair to him, sort of thing. But yeah, it's a lovely piece. I would like to think if I did sell it, sort of in the 40 to 60 range, I would hope.
Well, I mean, that's probably £12 worth of copper. I mean,
yeah. But yeah, I do like brass and copper. We do pick up quite a few bits and pieces.
So we got Stacey and we got Shelley in crib shape. There we go.
Crib shape.
We haven't tried that one.
We only briefly looked.
News Junkie said that's a dog bath. Could be if it's a dog
or a baby. I don't know. You can put a baby in there.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Yeah, welcome everyone that's just come in. Should we go on to number 2? Recent sale.
So yeah, recent sale. What would be your?
Well, I just grabbed what's sold since I dropped off my orders. Does that
anything?
work?
Anything that's good for you? Yeah.
It's kind of representative of me as well. We've got a bit of Playmobil listed.
Of course.
This morning or last night, sold instantly for 13 quid. It's missing bits. So I was happy to get that gone.
Yeah.
This will thrill you.
Media.
Two pairs of the white work shoes.
Jim. I think Marlo's independent training. Jim did mention it.
Yeah, we've got a few of these, but you know they're selling.
I was going to say it does appear that you've shifted a fair few.
We've sold a few hundred, but we did buy 900 to start with. So yeah.
Yeah, and you've got a screenshot of one I sold.
I do have a screenshot of yours. But the other thing, we had an offer come in not long before we went live, which I took on.
I'm sure this is just meant to be one thing.
It's absolutely fine. No,
So moving up Nic's MasterChef thing, took an offer of 60. It was on at 80, but I was happy to move it really. I was a tenner. So yeah,
awesome.
That kind of sums up what I buy and sell.
Totally. We've just listed actually. Sorry, I've talked about the Playmobil. We've just listed. I think I paid £1 for it today. Like Playmobil always goes so well.
Oh, the dinosaur,
a Brachiosaurus, the dinosaur, just on its own. You know, paid 50p or £1. You get like £10-15 for it on its own. Like it's mad.
The dinosaurs to look out for are the JP ones with the JP branding on there, like hip or whatever, Jurassic Park.
Oh, funny you say that. Oh, we'll come back to Andrea. Sorry. Oh, our recent sale. God, this transitions this evening, guys. You guys can come again.
We haven't rehearsed.
This isn't rehearsed, everyone. So, it doesn't have
Interrupter.
It's she knows the name of it. So it is the newer ones, Jurassic World. So it's not the Jurassic Park, but it's thing. But it does. Whereas it does all light up, talk and walk. Doesn't do the washing up, but it's pretty good.
I think we paid 50p for it,
or £1.
Listed it for 50 and it sold
within an hour of listing it,
which is a fair price.
Some were selling at 40. We just sold it for 50. They've paid postage to Portugal. So like insane. Like I mean, the Jurassic, the dinosaurs go so well.
We picked we picked one up in a GoPro boot sale video, and it was when I was actually doing a little overlay saying pay £3, gonna list it for 50. And I had several comments on that video going, "You're having a laugh. That plastic dinosaur ain't worth nothing," and all of this going on at me. Listed it and sold it within a few days for 50 quid. It's like people, you don't have to believe me, but it's true.
Yeah, and it does go. Stuff does. It does sell. It's mad. It's insane. Hey Carl, remember when I first started YouTube, Nic commented on one of yours, thought my life was complete.
That's brilliant.
They're too kind. But thank you. I really appreciate it. That's very, very kind.
We did bring up a sale of yours that you were particularly
sorry to rudely interrupt there, but it was the perfect say it with the dinosaur. I apologize.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I love things like that. That's just amazing what people will pay. So let me see. I can screen share as well, can't I?
Have you actually got it up?
Pardon?
PG chat chart.
Mark, yes, it was the grab and growl. Right. Let me accept the
Oh, there you go.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. So we picked this up at a jumble trail, and I think paid £1 for it.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
I like the class.
We didn't actually sell it for 45. I took an offer of 35 on it. But,
Still.
Yeah.
I was just really chuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see the amount of work that must go into each of those, because they're the glass and the amount of colors in it and stuff. It's like the little paperweights, the Mill Fury ones of those. They're just amazing.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, that's what you've got an eye for. I glance over things like that and don't register it.
Yeah. I was about to say the same. I would look at that and go, yeah, that's nice, but it wouldn't be in my head to think, well, it's nice, so buy it. You know what I mean? Like it's you know, it's obviously
it's easy to get trapped in your little zone of what you're looking for, and I have to fight really hard to get out of what is it I'm looking for, you know.
And that's why we complement each other, really. You know.
definitely
True. You know, we can go to a stall and I'll be rummaging away in media and electronics, and you'll be picking out like a little jade thing that you sell for 50 quid, and I'm
We'll
like,
probably
okay.
both make a beeline for vintage toys.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And 80s toys or older or anything like that, like it is, you know, the money can be mad, and especially people undervalue them a lot. If someone's pulled out the attic, you know, and they just don't see it.
We met a guy actually at the car boot, Sam. Jack met him last week, but we saw him again today, and he buys sort of gold, silver, military bits.
Yeah, antique bits.
Obviously, you were darting for all the like plastic,
all the toys.
And it's just mad. Yeah, some people
different go through. You know when a stall opens up, sort of different people's interests. You know what the things you're looking at, which you think might make money, and what other people's
would think. Oh, I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, there are different interests. You know, and that is a good thing, because if we all bought the same thing, we wouldn't have a business.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, talking about vintage toys, I sold, you might have seen it in a video, it's like a vintage 1970s Weebles set. And the person who bought it, I think the review, I'm pretty sure, they got in touch and said how thrilled they were, and it was a gift for somebody who had that exact set as a child. And I just love that when you get a follow-up story, you know how excited somebody is to receive it. I mean, I had Weebles as a kid.
Yeah.
Just always
But you're all right now.
But I'm all right. I'm recovered.
You're back in the room.
We got a question from Steve. Hey guys, watch both your channels constantly. Is there a certain item that really excites you and you love to sell? What about you guys? Obviously, you like your vintage toys, but
yeah, I just anything vintage really. I just love anything vintage, whether it's clothing, jewelry, homeware, or toys. But I think my favorite thing is vintage homeware. Just love that.
I think if I had to nail it down, it would be stuff that takes me back to my childhood. There's nothing more exciting than picking up something you had as a 5-year-old. And that would be it. Or vintage electronics that I had as a kid, you know, the Game Boy and the Master System, that era when gaming was you know, gaming was for boys who were geeks, and it wasn't a mainstream thing.
What would be yours?
I don't know. I've got really, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's more of a recent thing, but like mid-century modern stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
it's become a new interest of yours, isn't it? Yeah. Which is a nice thing to start sort of picking up and learning more about.
Yeah, I definitely dart towards
thing.
I definitely dart towards that sort of.
Whereas I just like a crisp cardboard box. No, listen, hear me out. I'm talking video games. When you find
and Lego,
and a Lego is still a good box, but video games mainly. So if you get, as you know, like you get the Game Boy, we in that video you'll see we picked up a Game Boy Advance, and the box is minty fresh. It's really nice, and it does. You do get a bit excited. You're like, this is awesome. You know, it's a box is so easy to ruin. You know, so
when it's been lipped off.
Whether it's a SNES game or anything. You know, when the box is still in good condition.
When you started that, you said, I get excited about a cardboard box. I was with you just on a cardboard box. We can go out and we'll be walking around town and doing a bit of window shopping. I'll be looking at those piles of boxes that they leave out. Like, oh, some nice boxes here.
Yeah, and then I'm
should we have them away?
Mortified them up.
You can picture it like that will hold like multiple items. That will work for a lot of stuff.
Is this sort of really handy size?
Especially if we're in like Poundland or something, and they're putting out
I
stock.
just pick them up.
And he's
just
like
walk off.
just walking away with the boxes.
Definitely.
Oh
We'll do our supermarket like weekly food shop or something, and I'll say like, you just push the trolley, babe. I'm just going to go grab a few of them boxes. You know, it's got to be done.
Just before we go on to the last show and tell, Junie said, "How long have you been together, and how long have you been reselling?" Is that to us or to you guys, or it could be both? If you would like to answer, if not,
it'd be interesting if both couples answered it. You go first.
Okay.
We've been together just over 6 years.
About 6.5 years.
6.5 years.
Around between 6 and 7
Engaged
years.
2.5.
Yes.
Reselling 2.5.
Yeah, reselling full time. Yeah, 2.5 years.
That's what will be 3 now, almost 3 surely.
What, we start reselling?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but
I think. But then was doing it as sort of like part time beforehand a bit, and then it went full time. Yeah. What about you guys?
I feel old now.
23 years.
Wow.
I can see that medal around your neck, Andrea. I can see the trophy.
We've been reselling for about 20 years now, maybe.
I guess so. I started in '98 when my first business was a record shop. When I left Virgin, we met in a record store of all places, of course.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so 22 years then.
Yeah.
Because then we did it sort of hobbyist for a little bit on eBay.
Yeah.
Before we.
Yeah, 2 or 3 years we did it part time, and then we both made the rash decision to quit our jobs, have a baby, and then quit our jobs. And it was like, yeah,
and it worked.
Yeah, you've survived. It's fine, you know. As Becky said, will you marry me and start reselling with me? That's fine. Basically. And going back to the boxes, as my mum, Dawn was in earlier, my mum, Alison now. So she's got more boxes for me. Yes, mum, keep the boxes. I will come pick them up.
And we've got a question from Lee. Nic and Andrew, do you see any of yourself in Jack and Emily? Seems to have a similar vibe.
We'll take that as a compliment.
We're both vegan. And
yeah.
like mid-century modern. So.
I thought you said we're both vegan. I'm like, when did that happen? Yeah, definitely. I see it in the passion. I see it in the thrill of the hunt and all of that stuff that never goes away.
Nice.
I know when we've spoken in chats, we haven't spoken to you, Andrea, but we've often
I think
we've agreed on a lot of things, like how we run our run our stuff.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. Wow.
The newbies versus the OGs.
There we go.
The oldies.
No, original gangsters.
Original gangsters. There we go.
I know that OG stands for old gear. It's fine. Fine. I'm good with it.
Oh, bless you, Mr. Sprout Russell. Have a Christmas drink, guys. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Sprout. That's very kind of you.
Very kind.
Right, we need to on the last one.
Oh yes, so this is a sticky item, something that has been on the stall for a while, and store. I said stall, same. And anything for whatever reason, you may have bought it a month ago, could have been a year ago. For whatever reason, it's not sold. And why do you think it's not?
Yeah, I didn't actually put anything out.
You didn't grab anything.
No.
I think this is the oldest item currently of things that I've listed.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I actually listed.
I know
this,
you did, yeah.
Oh,
Your Sunday shoes.
I have to say, we didn't pick these up. We didn't choose to buy these.
Where did they come from?
They came in that big haul of stuff.
Oh, yeah. These came as part of a van load of gear. I couldn't even have told you that. That's where they came from.
Yeah, they did.
Been listed for probably 2 years.
Really?
Wow.
Okay, yeah.
Or maybe not actually. No, I've owned them for that long. They might have only been listed for.
Been in the cupboard for
he wore them for a year. Now he's selling them for a year.
I was going to keep them, but I just don't go out during lockdown. They're actually really nice. They're leather soled maybe.
What size are they?
Yeah, they might sell. They might sell in the chat. They might sell in the chat. Peter's sold brief play. So
yeah, I think they're going to be going to charity in the new year.
5-inch heel.
How much are they?
I'd take a $5. I don't care.
And what size?
I think they're on at like 10 or 15.
And what size are they?
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
Jack wants to know. He's keen.
Yeah.
37. So that's euro.
So that's 5. 4 or 5.
Yeah, too small for me.
So if you're size 4 or 5, we have been known to sell.
Yeah,
quite a
we've
few
sold
sticky
stuff.
items
Yeah,
on
we've
this.
sold some stuff in our Thursday.
Is it a Thursday?
Well, it's a Wednesday, so whether it'll sell or not, I don't know.
Size 37
Honestly,
euros.
anyone watching who's even vaguely interested, if I assume there's offers on the listing, pretty much any offer you put in will be accepted. 50p behind me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you pay for.
I mean, that could be a reason why they're not
55p. We're auctioning it now.
I will take you up on it, Aaron.
Okay, so for us, it was something that, I don't know, we bought it on our one and only trip to the Brighton car boot we went to. I don't know when that was, in between the lockdowns, something fairly early. But I saw Lego and I thought, you know, I'll pick up Lego when I see it. But I'd never found Lego Scala. Is it Scala?
Oh,
Yeah, it's like the models. Now, a person had models, you know what I mean, figures, you know what I
It's
mean.
more like Barbie dolls.
It's like Barbie, that sort of thing, which I'd never seen before. And the guy had like a crate of them, maybe 20 in there, and he wanted sort of like three quid each or something. And I was like, I'm not sure. I said, I'd buy them all at like £1 each. I'll have a go in it. And he said, no, that's it. Then his missus said, do you want 5 for a £5? I went, yeah, go on then. I'll take 5. So, and I don't think she told him. I'm not sure. But I took 5 and I thought, I'll have a go on it. We haven't sold one. Now, they're only listed for like, I think, £9.95, maybe a tenner. I think I might have even dropped them to £8. But like, which seemed they seem to be for sale in Spain, but there was none available in the UK. So I just went in at 10 and thought that was, you know, if it will take an offer. But we had no offers or anything. So I've probably listed it wrong. Someone will probably find it on our store and tell me
that usually happens.
That usually happens. Yeah, we've made a mistake somewhere. But
no, I think it's just one of the little projects that just didn't pan out and nobody's interested.
Yeah, but. You never know. Well, it's a £5. You know, we're not gonna lose sleep over it. But I'd rather have bought it and, you know, learned from it than not buying it and then think, oh, that could have been, that could have been something.
No, absolutely. And I'd have probably done exactly the same.
Yeah.
Lego, new in the box. You can't lose at £1. Well, maybe you can.
We'll see. I'll go car boot. We'll get £1 back at the car boot.
Yeah.
Right, we're about to do the giveaway, so I'm just gonna give a last warning.
Yeah. Everyone.
So if you haven't already, where are we? I'm so bad at this technology. Lovely faces here.
Yeah.
If you would like to win, quick show.
I won't go through it all again, but our little hamper of Rewarm Rewild, which is
not the basket.
Not the basket. I'll make sure that's clear. Em will kill me if I give away the basket. So yeah, just a few of our things that could be Christmas gifts, or you could sell them yourself on eBay. So
all you have to do is go to the video, thumbs up, give it a comment, and be in the chat. I'm going to draw it in about a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
so,
in a few minutes time. So definitely go over to there. Now, should we do a couple of questions?
And then we'll do it.
Yeah, so we've got just a few questions here just to find out a bit more, you know, about you guys and whatnot, even though I'm sure, you know, we all know a few bits, but we'll start off with working together. How do you benefit or hinder each other when you're working together? Now, I know you do work separately, maybe like listing and stuff like that, but you do obviously at times work, you know, together as well.
We source together.
We do.
We do pretty much everything else apart.
When
in our business life.
We do our tax return together.
Oh yeah, that's fun. we share that load. I don't know. How do we hinder each other?
Or benefit. It could be benefit.
Benefit, yeah. Well, I think the obvious one is that we have different strengths and different interest sourcing. You know, seriously, I won't really touch jewelry, and Andrea's in there rummaging, and you know, you won't look at a pile of computer games.
No.
So we cover multiple bases because of our different knowledge, I guess.
But I think we have different strengths just generally. So running the business together, we complement each other.
Yeah, we divide up roles because we know what works and we know what doesn't work. That's the key with working with your spouse, is to know what you're good at and what you're not.
We hinder each other when you try and be the boss of me.
Just a little recap to our first.
I thought we moved on.
What about when the car's filled out with media?
Yeah, and you can't fit anything else in when there's like 1,000 CDs in there. But no, I think it's the same for any couple or even a team working together. You know, whether you're a couple or you know not whatever.
Or anything,
friends or anything. It's working out what what suits you, what doesn't, and one may be better at something than the other, and just merging well together. But yeah, it's all going so far so good. So okay, so this one,
then, and then
we'll do one more, and then we'll do the draw. So what is something that you've picked up since you ever started reselling, and you still pick it up now, and it always sells? But what is something that you picked up maybe in the beginning, but you would definitely not pick it up now? So it's almost something that's lived through the ages, and something that definitely hasn't.
Wow. There must be loads of stuff that isn't worth bothering with now. Oh, the obvious one is Beanie Babies, which was huge when we started. It was huge. I remember chatting with Damien, DB Resells, about how much money he used to make on them. And we dabbled a bit in that. We weren't experts, but there was money in it. And now you can't give the damn things away. But there must be loads. I can't think off the top of my head.
We used to pick up like McDonald's toys and stuff.
McDonald's,
nobody cares about those anymore.
That market seems to evaporate.
McDonald's food toys, they go. We sold a lunchbox with some toys in. So if you see McDonald's food, that can go still, but not the Happy Meal toys.
Oh, I see what you mean. Okay.
It was toy of the food, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it was pretend food. Yeah. That can go well.
Okay. But I guess the things that have always remained and always sell is quality gaming stuff. Anything Nintendo. Which was where I started. I got into this whole thing through collecting Nintendo Game & Watch. And you probably know the prices of them now.
Silly man.
I wish I'd kept my collection, put it that way, because I sold it off to fund growing a business, basically.
Yeah, and I used to pick up the first generation My Little Ponies. And quite a lot of those are quite common now, but there are still ones that I can pick up now that would
definitely
that would fetch a pretty penny.
Yeah.
So
they've held their value. Same for like you said, the Nintendo games. They're and some were going up. I've never seen a Game & Watch in the wild. I've never been offered one. I would have bought it obviously. No, I've never been offered.
Mate, back in the 90s, every jumble sale would find them. Every boot sale would probably find one. It was most weekends I'll pick up a Game & Watch.
Yeah. What I miss is how media has moved on in terms of we always used to make a beeline for CDs and make quite good money out of selling CDs. But and the odd one would go stupid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the percentages, but CDs were probably half our store back then. And CDs and videos. There you go. There's two. Yeah. I mean, I still do CDs, but you have to know your stuff. I've said it a million times. 90%, if not 99% of CDs are not worth the effort. You have to know what's sought after and know what's collected. But back in the day, pretty much anything, because it was still the current format. There wasn't downloading, there wasn't streaming, so it was huge. And videos, there's still money in it, but you have to know which ones.
Get big box X rental horror. That's what I look for.
But even what scares me now with like video games is the downloadable.
Yeah. We don't have new gen. We got like a PS2 and Xbox 360 that we may play a little bit, or Switch now. We do have Switch now, but like I wouldn't personally. I don't like the idea of getting a PS5 or whatever and not having a disc. Just download everything. I mean, that's not. I like to own a disc, own a game with the artwork or whatever. It's the same. I think that's why vinyl came back, obviously, because people like to own the actual item rather than just click a button and that's it.
And also with gaming, I mean. When I was a gamer back in the 90s, they were expensive, and you still had a physical thing that you could trade in to fund your next purchase. If everything goes digital,
got nothing to do.
Simon, who'll happily pay £50 for a new download for his PS5 or 4, whatever, and that money's gone. You can't get any of it back ever. I find that hard to swallow.
Adds up quickly. Definitely. Right, should we do the giveaway? Let's do it. So last chance, anyone, we are going to be refreshing it to check any new comments, but it is on our latest video.
So share that page.
So it's that video. Hit a thumbs up and a comment. And you've got the face. I look like I'm going to kill the camera, and you're not sure what's going on, but it's fine.
Right. So I'm going to refresh the page. You've got 30 seconds.
Yep. So which page is it? Have you got the thingy? The
moving that
comment generator one. You think we'd know this by now? I have to do this. Right. Right.
So it's only episode 18.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, we haven't done 5 giveaways. We haven't done 18. So.
Right.
Okay, so
it's 82.
82. There's 140 of you in the chat. So you know what I mean. You're missing out on some.
Unless they don't want it. That's
yeah,
fine.
that's fine. That is absolutely fine. Better chance for everyone else.
Right.
So we will.
Let me just check the chat. And then...
Yeah.
Where are we? Good luck.
Yeah,
right.
Everyone said good luck.
Good luck.
So we'll click the button and
right. Yes.
Yeah,
we're going to
give them like a minute or two to say hello. Let us know you're there. Otherwise, we will be redrawing it because it's the last one of the year now, and we just want to make sure the person's in. But I'm sure they will because there's plenty of you in this evening. We appreciate every single one.
Refresh one more time. Let's go.
Let's go. Good luck, everyone. Ooh, JJ.
But it's not JJ. This is just JJ.
JJ. Yeah, not spelled JAY. JAY. Yeah.
JJ, are you in? But not JJ.
Yeah, it's different. We'll clarify. We'll clarify that because I've seen JJ, but Sean, if you leave 100 comments, it only counts as one, but you can leave as many as you like.
It's unique commenters.
Unique. But yeah, if JJ is in, make yourself known.
I'll leave it on the screen for a minute.
Not that JJ.
Oh, no, sorry, Jess. Sorry, Jess.
Oh, that's just mean. That is.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Doctor.
Yes. Right.
Yeah.
Do you want to answer?
Yeah, we'll go one more question and give them that time just to come in quickly. So we'll say, the fans' favourite. Who are your favourite UK YouTube resellers? As in,
Ooh, you can't do that.
No, I know.
Favorite YouTube? Go on then, you can start.
And
just one that you're enjoying at the minute.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Yeah. So your UK favorite YouTube reseller.
I'm on the spot. I'm gonna have to say you guys.
No. We appreciate it, but unfortunately not.
No, not there. Okay, I'll tell you who I enjoy watching, and she doesn't even have to be talking about reselling. It's Lex. I think she is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think she is just a natural entertainer. Honestly, I don't give a monkey's about jewelry, but I watch Lex talk about jewelry because she's funny.
Well, you've said Lex, so I'm going to say Carla because I watch her videos.
And we've had Carla on for a chat. We haven't had Lex, so hopefully in the new year we'll get Lex on. But yeah, good answers there. And JJ is here, unless someone's just changed their name. But hey, we'll find out when
it's the same colour.
Yeah. But yeah, drop us.
Congratulations.
Yes, congrats. So drop us a message on Facebook or Instagram, and we'll get that sent over to you. So Thank you everyone for taking part. And that's the end of the giveaways. Back to the questions. But everyone's saying well done. Good.
So who's your favourite UK reseller YouTuber?
Right, so question 4. What I have said, and I've said this a few times, is Master of Pieces. I really like watching Ian, the Master of Pieces. I mean, I just think it's so much positivity. Like he radiates the positivity, and he'll say, which I know a lot of people do, but he'll say the pound sale to the £100 sale, whatever it is, and it's nice just to keep track of how he's getting on. And he started looking into football cards now, which I've been really enjoying watching. So yeah, that would be mine at the moment.
See, mine changes a lot. Who do I enjoy the most? To be fair, Kieran and Sam Smell stuff have been smashing it.
With the Christmas vlogs, I need to catch up. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to binge them all. I know you've been watching them, but
they've been smashing it.
They have the Vlogmas.
Can I be a Ricky and just say
I've got a basket? Ricky said he's got a basket. There's a few people in the basket.
There's so much content, and I don't watch most of it. I'll be honest. I think you have to just be honest about it because you can't. We've got a day job. It's like it's really difficult. And I remember going back to when we started YouTube. It was a handful of people in the UK talking about selling stuff on eBay, and everybody watched everybody's videos. And it's great that it's gone so big now, but you just can't watch every channel. And I think because of that, you gravitate to people who you relate to beyond reselling stuff. It's people you can relate to. It's people that entertain you. I don't know. I've no idea why people watch us, but I look for something beyond reselling now.
Yeah, I think everyone has a different personality, but also they share different like whether you're buying media or mid-century, or whether you're buying people might be buying I don't know gold or cars, you know, whatever it is. It could be
around the
the
room,
most.
aren't you?
Oh, I can't see any gold or any cars in here, but anyway, if we did, I mean, but no, it's just the thing is everyone brings something different to the table, and I think that's why it's just nice to be a part of, and it's nice for us. I think that's why we started watching people, and we're like we're taking a lot out here. We want to give something back as well. So it's sort of like, you know, if we take 2 out and give one back, it's a bonus.
Well, we did reselling for 2 years full time
without knowing this was a thing. Like, but it's nice to be a part of it. Yeah, it's nice to be a part of it now. So no, definitely. So number 4 is, what area of reselling are you looking to grow in or learn more about? Now, it could be a stock, you know, a line of stock, or a platform, or something that you're thinking, I want to learn more about that.
Etsy.
Yes. Etsy.
Andrea does Etsy, and you've been on Etsy for years, haven't you?
Yeah, but just dabbling, really, not taking it seriously. So it's kind of mine's kind of the same answer, because I really want to focus on that a bit more. See if I can grow the shop. And
I've been inspired by Derek, who shares some sales he has on Etsy, and it's like, wow. Because here's the weird thing: vintage to me feels like it should be 60s, 70s. It's not. It's 20 years old. It's like the year 2000 is. It's like I can't get my head around that. But half of the stuff in here, electronics wise, I can legitimately sell on Etsy as a vintage item, and I have not tapped into that market. So that's going to be a project for next year for me, is to see what of the stuff that I pick up I can sell on Etsy and see how that goes.
Would you cross list? Sorry. Would you cross list? Would that?
What?
Are we going to have separate shops?
Yeah, I think that's what you suggested. That's what was your suggestion. Yeah. And cross listing. Do you cross list currently?
I do. I came a cropper with that.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I saw that on your Instagram.
First time.
But the thing is, you do want to have it available to, you know, as many. Like, we only sell our reborn stuff on Etsy. We've never,
because it's handmade.
And that's as well. But we have obviously multiple of each item. But we don't. We've never listed anything of the second-hand stuff on there, because I don't know. Really, we've never really tried the vintage stuff on there, as you say. You know, but okay, cool. What about you, Andrew?
No, that was the same answer.
Same as Etsy. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, want to grow that and focus on it.
Oh, awesome.
We do have a backlog of clothes to get through first, though.
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Don't mention the clothes.
Brilliant. That's a lovely.
Well, hey, Richard.
The reason why GT and the Hills are so loved is the fact that you are real, no silicone, no fakeness.
Oh, that's very.
That's a nice comment, because there are many people who think we're not real.
You wouldn't believe the things people genuinely accuse us of being or doing. It's really weird.
It's very strange.
You know, people flat out message me and say, "You don't make a living from reselling. That's impossible. What are you talking about? Why do you do this channel? It's all made up." I'm like, whoa. Why would I go to all of this trouble and package up a load of things that don't exist? And like,
in a fantasy.
Very strange. But thank you very much, Richard. You know, it's nice to hear that. Thank you. Right.
Yeah, cheers, Richard.
Okay, and we've got 3 left. I know we're pushing into 9 o'clock, so I won't thing. So the big this one, which I think you have spoke about before, of course, but it's the biggest flip and the biggest flop. You know, that's the best question, but it's a big flip flop. So the biggest flip, obviously, I know you may have mentioned it before. I wasn't aware of it until that chat. But then the flop would just be you didn't necessarily lose money on it, but maybe it was too much work. It wasn't worth picking up, basically.
Yeah. The biggest flip is the Atari cart.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna have to grab a drink. I'm gonna have a coffee fit. Do you want to start the story? And I'll be back in a second.
I don't remember how much it sold for. Somebody will tell us in the chat.
4,200. No, 5,200.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't remember. Somewhere around the 5,000 mark, give or take.
Which is
and we put it towards my Mini, which was my dream car.
Nice.
Second hand, obviously. But in terms of flop, I don't know, really. Nothing really comes to mind that was really a big flop?
Yeah, I mean, we make mistakes. We're not
I'm good
for a
at
minute.
speech tonight, aren't I?
We're not for a minute claiming we don't make mistakes, but I think we mentally move on from it and just
there you go. Leanne, 5,100.
5,100 was it then? Okay, right.
Nice. But you
We
almost sold
turned
it
it into a red mini, so that's how much we got for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, flops. I don't know. I mean, talking about the shoes, these won't be a flop because we're going to make some quite serious money on it. But I completely underestimated what I was doing. Hands up. Buying 900 shoes because it was a good deal. It's fine if you've got somewhere to put 900 pairs of shoes.
Also, would have been much better if they were black.
Well, I knew they were white. If they were black, I'd have sold them all by now.
Yeah.
And the funny thing about it is, I need to do it again, but I sold a bunch of job lots on the likes of Facebook, and I was doing it on, what's the other one? What's that one? What's the Spock. Anyway, so I'd advertise them with pictures, white work shoes, steel toe cap, blah, 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 picture of a white shoe. The amount of messages saying, are these black? Have you got them in black? Can I have some black ones? How many black ones have you? It's like, oh my goodness.
Oh.
So yeah, it's not a fail, but I don't think I'd do it again in that volume because we have a spare room. We did have a spare room, didn't we, once?
Every now and then we see it again, and then it gets full.
But yeah, I think
they're not in the kitchen cupboards and under the sink and.
Not quite. But I've got a history of going big. I think if something's worth doing, I've learned over the years. I have regretted not going big way more than buying all of it. So I would rather buy everything and have to cut my losses later than not have the nerve to do it. Yeah. Because when we go for a van load of stock, usually it pans out and we make a good lot of money. Like the car parts deal. Yeah, we went into that not really knowing anything about car parts, spent a fortune, and we made more money out of that than we made out of anything ever in our career. Yeah. And
didn't you basically do well because their website crashed or something?
We'll never know how much that paid off. But for sure, yeah. I mean, if Crazy. A lot of the bids didn't go through, apparently, so how many we would or wouldn't have won, we'll never know.
But also we were bidding on another lot and lost that because of it. Crashing. So
swings and roundabouts. Yeah. But we did have big covering bids that didn't get anywhere near, so we may have won them anyway, but just had to pay more. Yeah. We'll never know.
You've done well. You've done well. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Exactly. Happy days. Yeah. So last two. So we got. How do you think documenting your journey on YouTube has affected your business? So, you know,
positive or negative?
Positives and it could be positives and negatives, like giving away all the secrets. You know, we see that on Facebook groups all the time. But
I mean, we always say there's no doubt that it will affect it negatively sometimes in terms of, people picking up a certain niche or, I don't know quite how to put it, but it will do. But the positives outweigh the negatives. Yeah. And as we were saying earlier, there's always plenty out there for everyone. And it hasn't affected us in picking up anything good to sell, Yeah. So
my kind of argument, if you like, to back up sharing or not sharing, and we're all for sharing, is that social media was going to happen and this was never going to remain a secret for very long, and because we were kind of at the forefront of sharing in the UK, we got a lot of flack. I mean, a serious amount of flack for talking about selling secondhand stuff on eBay. We got so much abuse. It was ridiculous, but it was always going to happen. YouTube was going to catch up with this as a thing. I mean, look at Instagram now, the place I know nothing about. It's all over it. Absolutely everywhere. So it was always going to happen.
But the positives are that it's really enhanced our lives, and we've met some friends for life through it. And and we learn as much as we share. So
definitely.
Just the positives are endless. To be
our group of friends that we speak to the most of them now are resellers. It's kind of flipped our life around that way, doing YouTube, and that's been huge. And then the other thing, and the completely unexpected thing that's come from sharing, is selling to viewers. We never pushed our store. In fact, for most of the time we've been on YouTube, we didn't share our store because we didn't want it to be about us selling to the viewers. That wasn't the point. It was about sharing our lifestyle and what we do. And then we realized when we hit like 5,000 people following our store, they know it anyway.
It's there.
And then we started acknowledging people buying it, and then that made people feel comfortable about buying from us, and then we acknowledged that, and then it kind of snowballed from there to a point where YouTube is a significant selling platform almost, even though it was accidentally kind of evolved into that.
But that's good in a way, because when we share a haul and we haven't listed it yet, we're able to offer it to people for a lower price. So it's
less work. Like, you don't have to do like the listing and things like that. So
definitely. So it's worth the by reducing the cost maybe a little bit,
saving the fees,
the eBay and PayPal and etc. They don't need them fees, so we can save them fees and share it within the community. So even ourselves, we've sold a couple of things to a few people on here, and it's great. Like it's nice to like you said, to share within the community.
But you see that more and more in America now. They're doing live sales, aren't they? And there's a big culture for it, which is great. So
there's some incredible channels. One that you followed, two ladies. What's that channel?
The Recycled Life. The
Recycled Life, and they do like auctions once a month of all the treasures that they find.
Not an auction. They put it up.
It's set price. But anyway,
they want.
It's a huge part of what they do now, and it's fascinating to see it evolve like that and become part of what resellers do that are on YouTube, and I think it's great.
I think it's great.
Sorry, I just want to
what
from Phil.
I got it now. Jack reminds me of Russell Brand. Really? I've never had that. I've never had Russell Brand.
Do you know what? Do you know what he used to get?
I don't know what you're gonna say.
We were together at school and then we broke up.
He
used to
get.
He used
tell
to
the backstory to everyone.
No. Everyone used to think you look like Draco Malfoy.
Draco Malfoy, yeah.
I can see that more than Russell Brand.
I thought more of a
Potter.
No, not in far. But I thought more, Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Hardy, that. No, okay, just me. That's fine. But
anyway,
right, we're on to the last question, which is one we finish on with everyone. It's just who is or what is and has been or still is your biggest inspiration.
And that could be in life.
That could be in life, yeah. Life or reselling, just. Who's
a big question?
Wow.
Big question.
Finish on a big one.
We finish on it every week.
Yeah, and Carla put her foot in it with this one.
Did she?
This is what the
no, I did.
What's that? I missed that.
This is the what would someone do? Yeah,
it's now on the mug.
It is on the mug. Yeah, we bought the mug. We had to, of course. Oh dear.
I think I've had this question before in this sort of thing as well. I think
I obviously didn't prepare for this.
I'll give you a minute to think.
Yeah.
I think a person who influenced my life the most would be my grandfather, I guess. In his outlook, in his thriftiness, in his, picking up something off the street because he knows. Literally off the street. He was the guy when I was a kid. I'd go wandering around with him and he'd pick up little lead weights, balancing weights that fell off car wheels, store them up in his shed once a year, go and cash in the lead at a scrapyard. I love that stuff. That's just blew my mind as a child. And it stuck with me. He wouldn't buy anything new. He never bought new clothes. He thrifted everything. He kept everything. He was a hoarder. So I guess my granddad influenced a lot of who I am, the fundamentals of it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I definitely think, and I was going to say it before, both my nan and my granddad.
Nice.
For many reasons.
That's fine. That's
No,
fine. No, we appreciate that.
Fundamentals of who I am, and if I could be half the person that they were.
No,
No.
I'm sure it will.
You're getting emotional.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, but no, that guy. That's why we finished on that one, because you don't. After that, you don't ask any other questions. Yeah. but yeah, that was it. So we really appreciate you, chatting us and answering a few other questions. And yeah, if anyone's got any questions in the chat, we're
just to round off. If you've got any questions,
yeah, definitely.
So Jack's going to do is impress
Potter. Right, that'll do.
See, now you said that, I'm never going to see you in the same way.
Good morning, Jazz.
Morning, Jazz. Morning.
Hi, Jazz.
So yeah, so guys, what have you got coming up? What are people expecting to see on your channel soon? Yeah, what's
not a lot. We're taking a break.
Oh, nice. Good on you. Yeah.
We're going to have a Christmas break, but we did begin a discussion about the channel earlier.
Yeah,
very briefly.
I've been trying daily content, and I'm not sure that's sustainable. So that's probably going to change. We're doing a show on Sunday that Lainey has kindly prepared a Christmas quiz for. So we're going to get quizzed as well as the viewers, which is going to be a laugh. And then we're downing tools, and we'll be back in January, I think is the plan.
We may do something just over the Christmas period.
There may be
ad hoc live
stream or two if we feel like it. But we properly need a break. I think this year for everyone has been tough, and we're worn out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I mean, next year more of the same. I'm also going to put more effort into my music channel, which I'm enjoying doing, but I haven't put a video out for well over a month, if not 2 months now. So I might do some of that in my little Christmas break.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing it. And I think everyone in chat would agree that, yeah, a well-deserved break. But likewise for everyone. Everyone should have some chill time, downtime, and don't feel the pressure to, I have to get a video online, or I have to list on eBay. You can have a break. You don't have to
learning when to stop.
Yeah, definitely. It's important for the mental health and everything, and physical health. Just to have a break and stay safe, and have a little chill time. There you go.
Have you sorted out what you're doing at Christmas? How are you managing to see family or not?
It's a current conversation, yeah.
So we're in a bubble with my family anyway.
With your mum and dad, yeah. Because we sort of work in a granddad's house, so it's sort of like, and their carers come, my mum's carer. So it's a bubble here, and then we need to arrange, obviously, seeing my mum and that. But yeah, it's a strange situation this year. It's a strange one, because you obviously want to you stay safe. You can't. The virus isn't going on holiday for a week.
No.
It will still be here. So I think as long as everyone stays sensible and hopefully we'll come out of it all right. What about you guys? Do you have any big plans?
We're in a bubble with my uncle because he lives on his own. So he's coming for Christmas Day.
Well, he's coming for Christmas dinner, but we currently still have a broken oven, so we may not be eating, but he's coming here anyway.
You get a take on
That's good enough, right?
In terms of seeing anyone else, it will be literally outside. My dad lives about an hour away, and I spoke to him today. I said, I'm going to come round your way because I want to see my brother, and socially distanced, just to give presents and so they can have something to open. I said, I'm going to drop a card in, and then he was all getting like, oh, well, we're not going to see anybody, and he was getting quite panicky. I said, don't worry, I'm not coming in. Just going to stand on the doorstep.
And then with our family, we're going to do Zoom calls. We do for adults anyway. We do a giant secret Santa for the extended family. So all of the presents should be with their recipients already, hopefully. And then we'll do a Zoom call, and one by one we'll open them. So that's going to be cool.
The power of technology.
Yeah, and that's I think that's pulled through a lot of people through lockdown and stuff, being able to face video time, Zoom, and all of that. So yeah, I think that has helped a lot.
So I'm just going to go on one more question before we finish from Marissa. Do you guys put your eBay on time away over the Christmas period, and how long if you do? So we personally don't.
We don't personally. It's because people shop over Christmas personally, So.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I mean, if anyone in the chat is new to this, a lot of people, well, everyone's kind of off at the minute anyway, but traditionally that time between Christmas and New Year, people have money in their pocket maybe, and they're sat at home, or they've got a new laptop and they're all browsing and wanting to spend money. So we do really well in that period. So we certainly have it on then.
Do you extend the shipping time or anything, or would you work like normal? Or I think there's a few bank holidays to help, obviously. But...
Yeah, it normally works out quite well actually. Just leaving it on, and we don't sell masses, but it's worth leaving it on, is what I'm saying. You know, rather than having it switched off. For the amount of work that's involved, we won't be listing and stuff through that period. We're not that desperate for that.
But it sells itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
But yeah, we
I hope everyone gets a few sales over Christmas. I hope everyone stays safe and has a lovely festive period. But yeah, guys, we just want to say a big thank you for coming on this evening and spending just over an hour with us. We are so ever grateful. And yeah, really do appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. And I want to get back into having guests. We haven't really done that much this year. So we'll do something in the new year, January, February. We'll have you guys on and we'll have a chat on our
We'll check the diary. I'm joking. We would be ever so grateful. It'd be great to have a catch up and come over to yours and have a chat.
Definitely. So we might do a live next Thursday. We
might do a little Christmas Eve, just us two. All right, we might do a little thing. Depends because the thing is, if we're not going out and out, so we
usually go out on Christmas Eve, but obviously that's not happening this year.
So we may, if people are online, we may do a little live on Christmas Eve and see who's about and have a little chat, a little catch up. Doesn't even have to be reselling, but have a little chat if anyone's about. But other than that, I'll get my words out. Hopefully we'll get a video out. We'll get another video out soon, I think. Yeah, when we get around it. We didn't film today. We filmed last week. We didn't film today. There wasn't much to film. But yeah, other than that, I hope everyone...
Yeah, JJ, give us a message on Facebook or Instagram. We'll get that sorted out.
And other than that, guys, have a great Christmas. Stay safe. And thank you ever so much for coming in on the chat, everyone. And Nic and Andrea, thank you again so much.
It's a pleasure. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Take care.
Bye, everyone. Bye.